Welcome back, Purpose Chasers, to this episode of the Purpose Chasers podcast. On this episode, I'm going to put chapstick on, so we can just clip that. You're really, really chapped lips, Cody, if you're listening to this. I know you are. That feels good. All right. I hope you got a laugh out of that. All right. Welcome back to this. Shut up. Welcome back, Purpose Chasers, to this episode of the Purpose Chasers podcast. And I'm again listening to you. I'm hearing you. Thank you for speaking and telling me what it is you want me to talk about on your podcast. And so in today's topic, I'm going to share with you insights, tips, and tricks on how to close any sale without ever being a scumbag. So when I say any sale, I mean individuals that are in a position to buy. I also don't do any forced sales. Some of you have been on calls with me for the Academy, which is the next episode that's going to release from this. I have a special announcement in regards to the Purpose Chasers Academy. But until then, so I just want to share kind of a backstory of how this came to be. So I was a part of a mastermind community, and I had become very, very skilled at closing coaching clients and intervention clients and family consulting cases, if you will. And I had no formal sales training. All I had was my street smarts and a lot of what I learned in graduate school in my, 10 years of, practicing therapy. I didn't actually have any formal training. And I was getting really, really good at it. And I was doing well financially. And I had 3 different individuals in the same week reach out to me and ask them to teach. They asked me to teach them about sales. And I started getting in my head. I'm like, well, I don't know sales. And they're like, Mark, but you keep closing clients into like 90-day retainers. Like, I don't understand. Like, I can't even get clients to pay month to month, let alone give me, $7,500 up front or whatever the number is. And I was like, So I started to think about it. And then a 4th person came up to me, a woman that I really, really respected. And she asked me, same week. So 4 people in 1 week asked me to teach them how to sell. And so I started to really, really think about it. And I said to her, I was authentic with her. And I said, I don't have any formal sales training. So I don't even view what I do as sales. I view it as presenting an opportunity. I said, would you be open to me having a conversation with you or teaching you what I do on a recorded call that I could use? So she said, yes. Then I hit her back up like 15 minutes later as my wheels started turning. And I was like, are you open to me doing a PowerPoint? She said, yes. The end result of this is a course came out of it, a whole training program came out of it, and I created the 6 steps to the no-sell close, how to close sales over video without being a scumbag. But we took off my team decided that we should take off the without being a scumbag part. But my team's not telling me to take that off the topic for this podcast episode because there's a lot of scumbags, a lot of hard sellers that just look really, really ugly. And I don't do that. I don't participate in it. I don't need to. I've had great success with what I do. So get on the call with this woman. I've now created the 6 steps to the no-sell close. In the beginning of the call, I say to her, I said, okay, I'm going to walk you through the steps that I use to conduct sales on this call. I got to let you know that I'm subliminally going to be selling you as I'm walking through these steps, and there's no product or offer on the other side. I'm just doing this to help. I walk her through the 6 steps to the no-sell close. She gets to the other side and she writes a check. Thus, the course was born. The training program was born. Now, I haven't done anything with it. anything with it until the last round of the Purpose Chasers Academy went through. And there were multiple individuals that reached out to me and asked me about this training program, as I had given one of the other members access to it. And I was like, okay. I hear you, universe. I hear you. And so I put some work into it. Bobby and Nathaniel, my partners in the digital marketing company, they put some work in behind it, and we formed it and we launched it. And we cut the price, and it was originally $997. Now it's $47. Why? And I gotta be transparent with you guys, because I love you guys and gals. I gotta be fully transparent with you. I created a webinar. Like, I was going to get on webinars and I was going to sell this for $1,000. And I know I probably could, but it didn't feel good to me based off of the COVID-19 and what's going on in the world. It did not feel right. So I kept banging up against this dissension, if you will, this or contention, I just didn't feel okay. It was clashing within me. It was just felt dirty. It felt like it wasn't the right time. Like, don't do it. And I was gonna put it back on the shelf and say, no, it's not time. Like, it's not time. And then, Nathaniel said, well, why don't we just drop the price ridiculously? And I said, okay. He's like, well, and then I was like, well, why don't we just give it away? He's like, yeah, we could give it away, but they're not going to go through it if they don't have something at stake. And I was like, yeah, that's been my experience. Most people that purchase courses don't even go through them, because they're hoping that whatever you're promising is going to be manifested without them having to put any work in. And I think all you purpose chasers know that that's not the case. And so we dropped it. It is live. The 6 steps to the no-sell close, with all of the bonuses of how to retain a client, how to get a client to sign on with you for 90 days, how to retain a client well beyond 90 days, all the tips and tricks and the steps that I walk through that make the sales process a conversation and not a struggle are dropped and shared with you for $47. That's it. And so the 6 steps are nothing more than a structured, outlined conversation for you to walk through with an individual on the other end and offer them your product or service on the other side of this conversation. So the thing that most people miss in sales is that the individual sought you, whether you're running ads or you're doing a podcast episode like the one I'm sharing with you, right? And offering you an opportunity to go get access to the 6 steps to the no-sell close, right? Like, anyone that goes and clicks the link and takes the action to acquire that product sought me. And so you need to keep in mind that the individuals are seeking you, and you have an obligation to make sure you do the best job to offer them the solution to their problem. Now, there's some tips and tricks in there. It's actually jam-packed. Nathaniel told me that I should cut the course down, that there was too much in there for $47, but I don't care. I really don't. I didn't create the product out of a means to make a bunch of money. I created the product out of a means to help coaches, therapists, and other entrepreneurs that struggle with the sales process, because it is dirty. And there's a lot of people out there teaching sales that, are all about the hard, aggressive sell. And that just was not me. And so I want to offer you an opportunity to go to the show notes or head over to gain access to the 6 steps to the no-sell close. It'll be posted on any of the videos that you see in social media. And if you're on Instagram watching this video, it'll be in my handmade link tree. I had Linktree for a while, but I decided I could make a better version and not pay the fee. So I did. So you can have access to that. And what I want to share with you is a little testimonial, because Mr. Russell BB came into the academy. He went through the 6 steps to the no-sell close, and he was going to throw his 8-week wellness program away. And after going through the 6 steps to the no-sell close, he almost immediately, but it was like a 2-week, 3-week time period, closed 4 different individuals for, I believe, 15 or maybe $2,000 a piece into his program. And he was in the same place. He could not make a sale. He ran ads. He did all the things, and he couldn't get the individuals to close, because you can have a great conversation, but if you don't have a structure in place, the other side of the conversation gets really uncomfortable, and it doesn't need to be. So if the 6 steps to the no sell close or sales in general is something that you struggle with, I would highly recommend that you go get access to this. I don't know if it's going to stay at $47 for long. Honestly, it should be going for well over $1,000, just based off the results that I just shared with you from Russell. And that's only a fraction of the individuals that have gone through. That's not even, that's one of the individuals that have gone through the 6 steps to the no sell close and have gotten results. So if it's something that you are struggling with, you don't have to struggle. And the nugget that I want to leave you with is you need to keep in mind that the individual on that call sought you. Don't make the word sales mean something because it means something different to somebody else. Sales to me is nothing more than an opportunity to invite an individual that sought me to an opportunity to overcome whatever struggle they sought me for. Now, my job in the 6 steps to the no sell close is to show them why they sought me, remind them of what it's going to be like if they don't overcome the reason why they sought me, then highlight what it'll look like when they go through this process and they do gain what it is that they're looking for. And then I bring them back to the place in which they arrived at me in the beginning. Then I offer them a solution. It's that simple. Sales are something that I complicated in my own head for a long time until I started just doing them. And then I found I was really skilled at it. And now I have found that I'm also very skilled at guiding individuals through a process and training individuals in a process of how to conduct sales without it feeling dirty, without burning relationships, and closing a lot of individuals. What I mean by closing individuals is, like, through my 6 steps to the no sell close, I'm batting around an 80 to 85% close rate, which is unheard of. But you need to keep in mind that they sought you for a reason. They knew in seeking you that what you were offering wasn't free if you were messaging it properly. And they want what you promise on the other side. So that's it. You can go to the show notes to get access to that. It'll be in the show notes from now on. Also be sharing a post in the community. It will be in my handmade link tree in Instagram. Go get access to it. Like I said, I'm feeling bad about what's going on in the country right now. That's why I completely slashed the price, and I put a lot of work into this to get a webinar up and decided not to do it. But I wanted to share with you, don't make sales a dirty process. It does not need to be. Individuals are seeking you. Before I go, I just had a call with a woman who joined the Purpose and Movement Mastermind, and she wants to join the inner circle, but she just launched a new company, and she wanted to join the inner circle as a celebration off getting her first client. And I walked her through the steps of this process and gave her some tips and tricks on how to set up her call to action, which I'll be talking about later on the podcast. And I gave her some tips and tricks on that, and she shot out like a rocket. So I'm patiently awaiting a message from her. And at the time of this release, I'm almost positive she's made some sales. So don't make selling a dirty thing. It's part of business. And if you want to be a purpose chaser, you need to make a living off what you do and make it sustainable. So go grab access to the 6 steps to the no sell close. It's a really, really simple process. And I think truly, truly believe that it'll benefit anyone who is seeking to become a purpose chasers. I'll talk to you soon.